Gather around, sit down, and guys, welcome back to the channel. I am here, and we had just gotten out of the pressure exchange chamber. And so now, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to try and delve deeper into this warehouse and see what the hell is going on. So, let's get right into it. So we started off saying, is this another warehouse?
On the last floor.
You right.
There's even a big old door in the same spot where the number 9 door is in the other warehouse.
You right. I'm gonna turn the volume down a bit as well, just quickly. That should be fine. True, but it's rusted over. I don't think it's opening anytime soon.
No lever to open it anyway.
True. So this big door, well, shoot, we can't go through it. We couldn't possibly open that without bare hands.
How much do you think that thing weighs?
A ton.
You'd have about
More
as
than
much
a
luck
ton.
trying to lift a pickup truck, even if it was unlocked.
Okay.
I want to know what those are.
Those
They
white
look like
doors?
more chromium doors. We've gone through that. They're chromatic doors.
It's one
We've gone
of those
through
things
all
that
of
says
this.
lock.
Yeah.
Just like the ones next to the other chromatic doors.
So obviously this is our next set of chromatic doors. So you're saying all the chromatic doors for the next round are white?
They were different colors before, but
Guess things have
That
changed
means-
for this round.
Either everyone can go through or nobody can go through. Before we discuss the doors any further, a familiar robotic voice crackled over the speakers. Sounds like it's probably time to go play the Amberdex game. Well,
one
what?
of the other teams opened the gate early.
God damn it, why do they always do
What the hell
this?
they come back for? We haven't even started back yet.
I know, right?
Never mind.
Well,
we
time to
just need
sprint.
Get back up there pronto. I'm
Let's
worried
go
about
up.
Quark. We need to hook up with Alice and Kane. The sooner the better.
Sounds good, Timmy.
Let's
You're
go.
right. Got it. So we got another Amberdex game, another voting round coming up right after this, which is pretty exciting. So we're gonna see how that goes, see what's going on. I don't know why, but it looks like it's recording like really loud in the right, but not in the left, and I don't understand. But we're just gonna have to roll with the punches, roll with the flow, see what happens in all of this when we get to it. But it's not, yeah, it's on the right mode. I don't know, guys. We'll see what happens with my mic when we're done. It will probably sound fine. You never know. I wish I could skip all of this. Because it's going to be the same thing again. They're going to be angry that someone opened the door, and Dio's going to be like, oh, I'm sorry, guys. It doesn't matter. You got here in the end. Warehouse A. It's literally going to be the same thing. Because it has been over and over and over again. We returned to the floor A warehouse to find only 2 people waiting for us. Kay, who'd gone through the red door, and Dio, who'd gone through the green door.
Where's Quark?
We took him
Probably
to the infirmary.
in the infirmary.
At the moment, Alice, Phi, and Luna are looking after him.
Is he all
Cool.
right?
I don't know if I would describe him as all right, but apparently his condition has not worsened, if that's what you mean.
That's good
He
at
is still
least.
resting.
As long as he's not getting worse, that's all that really matters.
Good. I'm going to the infirmary.
Timioji, please, wait.
Why? Timioji ignored Kay and took off at a run through the yellow door. Off to the infirmary Timioji goes, but I'm guessing we're not going. Or are we? No? Okay.
Oh dear, he's gone. There was something I needed to tell him.
Well,
What
it's
did you
not
need
like
to
it
tell him?
matters. The girls will just tell him when he gets there. He ought to calm down once he's seen the kid.
Yeah, it's true. Clover and I looked at one another, eyebrows raised. So what's going on?
What are they going to tell him?
Well, you see,
Voting rules? Extra voting rules? Is that what he's going to tell us? Well,
You
what?
found virus medicine in the laboratory?
Oh.
yes, unfortunately, we found only a single vial.
Oh, they're talking about... Then we can cure Quark's
So it would
Radical
seem.
6. Well, I guess we should head over to the infirmary and see how he's
Right
doing. Come on,
behind
let's
you.
go. What? Why is that... I don't understand. Why is that bad?
He
Why
should
is
be
it...
fine now. It might take some time for him to recover fully, but the worst is over.
Did we cure him? Luna's voice was quiet as she stepped back from Quark. She held an injection gun with an empty vial. Delicately, she placed it back in the cabinet. Quark had been laid out on a crude cot and was still sound asleep. His breathing was even and his expression was peaceful. That's nice. He looked like any other child, sleeping soundly after a long day of doing whatever it is children do to amuse themselves. Any trace of the insanity he'd shown earlier was nowhere to be found. Is he really gonna be okay?
Yes. We
He's
analyzed the
cured?
vial and confirmed that it was definitely
We
Excelivir.
Cured
Now that I've
Quark?
administered it,
The Excelivir should eradicate the virus completely given enough time, right?
yes,
Right.
that should be the case.
Great.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, great.
What a relief.
Things are looking pretty sketchy there for a while, that's for sure.
So, as long as no one else is infected, which we kind of know everyone is infected, I felt some of the tension disappear from my shoulders, and I let out a breath I hadn't realized I'd been holding. We weren't out of the woods yet, but at least Quark was safe. Timioji let out a long, shaky sigh and lowered himself onto one of the empty beds. He rubbed his hands wearily across his face, and I thought I saw a glint of tears.
Alice, you and Kay, I don't know what to say other than thanks. You saved his life. I don't know the words to tell you how much that means to me.
Timioji's all nice again.
Oh, please.
That's good.
It was nothing. Really. We just happened to be the ones who went through the red door.
Where is Kay? He's not in here.
He's still in the warehouse. Dio
Okay,
and Kay
bye.
stay behind.
I wonder if I talk to it like this. No, it is definitely... Hello? Hello? Fuck! I'll have to Google it later.
They went there to wait for you guys while we came back here.
Fair enough.
We figured someone should explain what was going on so you wouldn't come back to an empty warehouse.
Appreciate that, Fi. So Dio and Kay were the ones who opened the AB gates?
Not both of them. There was only one door open.
So
Well,
it
we
was
should get back
Dio.
and tell them how Quark's doing.
It's probably Dio,
Kay will
let's
want
be
to know
honest. Yeah, you're right. I nodded and headed back towards the other side of the room. I was nearly there when Timioji suddenly spoke.
That's right. You know
What?
that memory card we found?
Yeah? This thing?
Yeah. I think I know how we can take a look at what's on it.
Oh!
You don't remember? There was a memory card just
Am I
like
gonna
it
learn
we
about the
used to
string of
solve the
numbers?
puzzles
I
in
hope
here.
I do. I hope we do.
Yeah. He's right.
He's totally right.
There's a slot next to the screen. It should work for this one, too.
Cool. Oh yeah, there it is. Right, yeah. Well, let's
Yeah,
give it a
I
shot.
want to see what's on it.
Okay, just give me a minute here. I slid the card into the slot next to the screen. No sooner had I done so than an image of a waveform popped up on the screen.
Is there an audio
Oh.
file on here?
A wave?
Why don't we turn up the volume a bit?
What? Luna tapped a few things on the screen and a bar began to move across the screen. Before long, the voice drifted out of the speakers. What?
This is Control. How's it going over there?
What's going on?
Bet you missed the sound of my voice, huh?
Who are you?
I gotta be honest. It's getting pretty lonely over here, too. Feeling kind of like howling at the moon. Lone wolf style. Speaking
Who is
of which,
this?
I'm looking at it right now. The old girl is beautiful. Never seen a moon this full. And that color.
Who is this?
Tonight's that eclipse, remember? What a way to end 2028, huh?
2028.
The moon's this amazing red. If it wasn't so beautiful,
That's not the year, is it?
wish you guys could see it too, but
Wait, hold on. What is the year? Wait. Sure, one of these tells me what year it is, right? What year is it? They'll talk about it, I'm sure.
forgot. You're supposed to be on Mars, aren't you?
Mars?
How are Phobos
Phobos and Deimos? What are you
Sure,
talking
I'll get
about?
to look up at them someday too. Anyway,
Are they moons? I'm guessing those are moons of Mars.
something wrong? Talk to me, guys. What? You gonna play hard to get because we haven't talked in so long?
What's going on?
Enough
Is this
jokes, all right? Knock it off. Where are
Hello?
you guys?
I'm here.
Is there something wrong with the radio? You're saying everything's green? Well then, what the hell's going on here? Why aren't they responding?
What's happening?
No, the video feed's online. Look, you can see
Is
all
this
9 of them,
live?
3 at each table.
All 9 of them,
What?
3 at each.
Someone hacked our feed? What do you mean this isn't live? It'll
What's going
flip
on?
repeat. Who would do that?
Wait, what?
What in the hell is happening here?
What's going on?
This is Control. I repeat, this is Control. Please come in.
I'm
asking you to
responding.
respond.
I'm responding.
This is...
Oh, thank
Oh.
you. You really had me worried there. What happened?
Women?
6 of us are... dead.
Who is this?
What?
Counting myself, there are only 3 left.
Who?
Why are...
They were killed.
What?
I guess you could say I killed them.
What?
No, that's not quite right. Not just them. Not just these 6. All of them. All 6 billion.
What?
Soon, I will have killed 6 billion people.
What?
Are you there? Respond! Damn it. This is Control. I repeat, this is Control. We have an emergency situation.
What's going on?
We have an unconfirmed report of 6 deceased test subjects. Deploy rescue and escort teams to the test site immediately.
Wait, what? 6 billion? This woman started Radical 6?
Shit. What the hell happened in there?
Whose voice was that? Is that
Yes.
it?
What on earth was that?
Any ideas? I got only frowns and shaken heads in response. Only one person showed a reaction other than stunned confusion. Timioji. Long after the audio ended, he stared at the screen deep in
Do
thought.
you
He
know
recognized the
something,
voice.
Temioji?
He recognized
Yeah.
the woman's
I
voice.
think I know what that was. It's probably a transmission from the Mars mission test site.
Mars mission
Mars?
test site? What are
I'm
you
sorry,
talking about?
What? You mean some kind of space travel?
What kind of test site was it?
Did you know that the government is developing spaceships with particle annihilation engines? These
What?
ships would be able to get humans to Mars a lot faster than old chemical rockets. But they don't want to just send a manned Mars mission off half-cocked. That was the idea behind this test. They built a whole complex on this old Air Force base in Nevada. The idea was that it would be a simulation of a manned mission to Mars with a crew of 9 men and women. They'd monitor the whole thing and use that data to plan the real mission.
An old Air Force base in Nevada. Nevada again. What? So what we just listened to was a transmission
Yeah.
from that project?
Why is something like that here?
Yeah, what's going
Don't
on?
know why. We found it in the safe. No explanation. Dollars to donuts, it's got something to do with Zero's plan.
You mean we were meant to hear what was on that card?
Yeah.
It's all very interesting, but how exactly do you know about all this?
Yeah,
About the simulated Mars mission.
correct.
I was involved with the project.
Involved?
And the intent was to create as accurate a simulation as possible. That meant we'd need to simulate the radio silence we'd experienced during conjunction.
What's a
I'm
conjunction?
so
It means
confused.
two things in space are close to each other. In this case, we're talking about a superior conjunction, where Mars and Earth are on the exact opposite sides of the Sun. So unless we've got some sort of relay, there'll be a period of time where we won't be able to communicate with each other. What we heard on
Okay.
that card was when the simulated conjunction was scheduled to end.
That's
But
when they
they-
died.
Now, we don't know that. They could have died long before that conversation. All we know is that's when it was discovered.
Yeah,
So 6 of the test subjects died, right?
right.
Yeah.
So, well, do you remember what she said? There was something about how she didn't just kill 6 people. She said 6 billion. What the heck did she mean by
Just
that?
What the hell happened there?
Timioji frowned and looked down at the floor. We were all silent as he paced slowly back and forth across the room. At last he stopped, raised his head and spoke.
The truth is that there's a chance a virus escaped from the test site.
A virus?
Wait,
Wait,
you don't
you mean Radical
Yeah.
6?
Radical 6.
What? That's why he
What?
knew that he
How can
couldn't
that
be
be?
infected.
I'm just
Maybe.
telling you what I know, okay? Nobody's
Okay.
sure how Radical 6 got in there in the first place, but one of the subjects might have been infected when they entered. Or the virus itself might have been an intentional part of the simulation. The test site deaths became the index case for a pandemic. Anyway, prevailing wisdom says it got out somehow.
What?
And
I'm
it
so
got
lost.
Spread pretty quick.
All
across
across
the planet.
Wait, so you
And it
know
killed
this?
6 billion people?
No, not directly. Best numbers put only a third or so of those deaths as directly caused by Radical 6. The other 4 billion died from the collapse caused by the deaths of that first third. The whole world just...
How do you know about this? What? How has nobody else heard about this? Wow, damn. I have a lot of questions. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start knowing where to start. Well, no, take that back. Explain that date. Unless I heard this wrong, the day that Radical 6 got out was December 31st,
Yeah.
2028. But the day I got grabbed by the guy in the gas mask was December 25th,
Me too.
2028.
Christmas Day.
I was kidnapped on Christmas too.
Clover and I were taken 3 days earlier, on the 22nd.
On the 22nd.
Yeah.
Then you see what I'm saying, right? That recording was made close to a week after we were all picked up. What the hell is going on here? That thing is from the future.
Gee,
10 minutes. All
Ah,
no vote is
shit. He
we're out of
can't
time.
explain.
We need to go back to the warehouse.
Wait, no, you
Don't
haven't
care.
answered.
I need more than 10 minutes to explain everything.
Shit.
Half-assing it is just gonna make you more confused. Now get moving.
That's enough!
But-
Shut your damn hole or I'm picking betray!
Okay.
Hey, come on now.
Okay, I'll pick Ally. I'll pick Ally.
Fine. Do what you want, but I need to get back to the AB rooms. I'd like to stay with Quark. He seems to be doing all right.
I'll stay here with them. Fi can do the voting for our pair. I can trust her. Is that all right with you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, we're trusting
If
Fi.
you'd be willing to do that, I'd be much obliged.
We're doing the typical Oparer move. We're
Thanks,
choosing
Luna.
Ally, okay,
Take
everyone?
good care of him.
We will.
Of course. I'll make sure everything goes fine.
Thank you, Luna. Timioji gave her one last nod and then turned and dashed out of the infirmary. I know that allying has always been bad, but I feel like it's finally the path I'm meant to take. Well, that's that, I guess. We should
Yes.
probably be
We'll
going
just have to wait to hear the rest of what he has to say later.
I'd rather just get it all out in the open now, but there's not much we can do.
Yeah.
Let's get going then.
Okay. So now we're learning more about Timioji. This is great. I'm finally learning about all these characters and why they're here. I still know nothing about Kay. We returned to the warehouse to find only Kay. I explained what had happened with Quark and then glanced around the room. Hey,
He
where's
has gone
Dio?
into his AB room.
Of
Already?
course.
Indeed.
Then he opened the first AB gate, right?
Makes
course.
sense too. Yeah.
This is bad.
Okay,
I
why?
won't be able to talk with him. This is going to limit my choices.
You've only got one BP left, don't you?
Yeah.
If Vi chooses ally and Dio picks betray,
Fi
Phi
will
and
die.
Luna will be penalized.
I don't have a choice. I'll have to pick betray. The risk with Ally is just too high.
Yeah. Hey, Alice, don't you have one BP
That's
too?
right. But Kay and I will be playing against Quark.
and he'll just default to ally. I guess you
So-
don't need to worry about getting penalized.
Yeah,
then, huh?
so they're fine. But what if Alice and Kay choose
You
betray?
needn't worry. That will not happen. Even though, as you have told me, Quark is recovering. He is still weak. Moreover, he is only a child. To betray an innocent child would be...
Yeah.
But
that
you've
would
done
be
that
unthinkable.
before, Kay.
Even
You've
if you
done that
ignore his
before.
age or condition. It's hardly fair to take advantage of someone who can't vote.
So you'll
Yes.
vote to ally?
Of course.
Well then, shall we go?
Yes.
Okay, I'm trusting them. Kay and Alice nodded to one another and disappeared into the AB room second from the right. Okay, they're going into their AB room. Without saying anything, Fi turned and walked into the room just left of theirs. Are we gonna watch each door open? Oh my god. And then there were 3. That left only myself, Clover, and
Do you
Timioji.
remember what you said to me when you chose the blue door? Something about how you'd convince me to choose ally? Seems like now would be the time to let me know how you're going to convince me.
Well, it's not that complicated. I promise you that Clover and I will vote ally. That's pretty much it.
I see. And you figure I'll believe you because you've only got 1 BP. Once you've told me that you plan to ally, I won't be able to choose betray. Since if you're telling the truth...
You'll kill me.
Not a bad plan, but it assumes that I've taken killing you off the table. Seems like a risky bet for you.
Yeah,
And
I
why is
disagree. Clover's BP is 6. If you ally and we betray, she'd have enough points to escape, right? She could run off through the number 9 door as soon as this round is over. That's easy for you to say, but think about it from my perspective. Sure, you might not, but you also might. If I guess wrong, there's a pretty big loss for me.
Well, what if Clover tries to seduce you to get what she wants?
What?
Huh?
It's just an example. What I'm trying
Okay.
to say is that once you two are in that room, Clover might try and make some sort of bargain with you. I'm asking what you're going to do if that happens. Are you sure you'll still choose ally?
Absolutely. Seduce me, huh?
Hey! What are you staring at, you perv?
Sorry, Clover,
There's no
sorry,
way on
sorry.
earth I'd do anything like that. Ugh,
Okay.
as if. In your dreams, creep.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Well, that's that then. Not gonna lie though, I'm a little disappointed.
So I can trust you. You're gonna choose ally.
Absolutely.
You
yeah.
can trust us.
Promise.
Of
We
course.
promise.
All right. I guess I'll vote ally too then.
Great. Question is, I'm choosing ally. I always choose ally.
Until
I always choose the ally
Looks
option
like we don't have
first and
much
then go
time
from
left.
there.
I'm trusting
You're right.
you.
I'm trusting you too. Timioji gave us a curt nod, then turned and strode into the second AB room from the left. And then we have one last room that we can go into. Well, we got 2 options. Right, well,
Yeah.
let's get to it. And then we go. Now, here's the big decision. Do we actually choose ally or do we choose betray? Betray seems like the bad option for once. Betray seems like the wrong option. I don't see how ally could go wrong.
Hey, Sigma, I wanted to ask you something.
What's up, Clover?
Could you
What's up?
pick betray for me?
Are you actually being serious?
I could try and, tackle you, but you're so big and strong. You'd probably just throw me on the ground and that'd be it.
Are you actually trying? Yeah,
So
well,
I might as well just ask you really nicely.
is this actually happening?
I mean, I'd be happy to, pay you back. If you just pick betray for me, then I'll listen to anything you say.
Holy shit. Anything?
Yeah, anything. So think carefully, okay?
Why does Clover want to get out? I almost want to see what...
Ally, you're trusting him with your life.
Yeah, if he chooses betray, it's all over.
Are you really sure you can trust that old fart?
Hey now, that's not very
The only
nice.
safe choice is to pick betray.
Why is she acting like this? Clover's never been this. Weird, but if he chooses ally and we
I
don't...
have 9 BP, but you don't need to worry about that. Even if I do
Sounds
get
like I
9
do.
BP, I won't just go and open the number 9 door all by myself. I mean, Alice wouldn't have 9 points yet, and I can't leave her behind.
Interesting.
Please?
Why does Clover want to
Will you
leave?
pick betray?
20 seconds.
20 seconds left. The voting machine was in front of me. I didn't have much time left to think. Would I keep my promise to Timioji and pick ally, or would I betray him for Clover and...
If you just pick...
Anything. I'll get anything I want. In the end, there was only one possible answer.
3.
What do you mean there was one possible answer? I'm choosing ally. I'm obviously choosing ally. If this is the bad option again somehow, I'll just be completely mind blown.
Of the results. Thank you.
You're welcome. I need to see what happens. If this was the bad option, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Results from please.
Okay, results. Here we go. We're missing Alice. Alice wasn't there, but what? Oh. Betray. Ally. Good. Fi and Dio both betrayed. They knew it. Fi knew it. Well played, Fi. Well played. Dio was gonna kill both of them. There we go. That's the perfect result. Well, it's not the perfect ending. If everyone had chosen Ally, it would be great. But we know we just cannot trust Dio at all. This was the good ending. This was the right ending. This was the good one.
Looks like you managed to trust me.
Absolutely. Well, it seems like I made the right choice.
You did what I said I would.
Thank you, Timioji. You really helped me out.
I can say the same thing. No need for thanks.
The corner of his mouth twitched into a grin. I felt myself smile a little in response. Clover, on the other hand, looked less than pleased.
That was a bad choice, Sigma.
Why?
And after I told you I'd listen to anything you said. Oh well, whatever.
Why? She sighed heavily, shot me one last annoyed look, and stalked off. Why did she act like that? Across the room, Dio and Fi were already confronting one another over their own results.
You tried to kill me and Luna. Can't say I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Give me that. You know exactly what I was doing. I knew you weren't stupid enough to pick Ally. You'd defend yourself with betray, just like I would. Wait, where's Luna?
In the infirmary, looking after Quark.
Is that where Alice went to?
Alice? No, she went into one of the AB rooms with Kay.
Yes, we did indeed enter together. When
But she
the doors
hasn't
opened,
come out?
However, she left, somewhat unsteadily.
Oh
in the direction
no.
of the cyan door.
She's
She
infected.
left the warehouse?
Indeed.
Without even checking the result?
Correct. There was little reason to check them.
Yeah, it's not like Quark was gonna betray you.
Indeed.
And you two still choose Ally. Man, what a pair of bleeding hearts.
I hate Dio, man. He's so...
If you say so. Being mocked for my compassion is a small price to pay for retaining my humanity.
That's fair.
Where did Alice run off to?
That's a great
While
question.
we were in the AB room, she mentioned being quite tired.
She's infected by
Perhaps she
Radical
went to one of the
6.
cabins to rest.
Oh, well, I guess that would make sense.
An ominous rumble filled the warehouse. All the doors shut at the same time, and
The
next round 3. Stargate keys. There we go. We can open the gates as many times as we want.
That means the star keys can be used to play the AB game any number of times.
Which means we can all
If
get
I
out.
understood that announcement correctly, that is.
You did.
Hey, didn't Zero Jr. say something about this?
Yeah, he did. Can we check our colorings? We've got a cyan pair. I am a 3 blue solo. Huh. That looks like all the colors are weird. Clover's a cyan pair and Fi's a magenta pair, but Timioji's a yellow pair.
The 3 solos are red, green, and blue. Kay's red, Dio's green, and you're blue.
Correct. Then how are we supposed to group up for the chromatic doors? I think they're gonna be white this time.
Dio told me about them. Very interesting.
Yeah.
So Dio's
they're
seen
white.
them.
All of them.
All of them.
I had
All
a good
3 of
look
them.
while I was waiting for Sigma to show up down in the warehouse.
Okay. You should have seen them too then, Fi.
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
You're talking
good.
about the doors in the floor B warehouse, right?
Correct. Yeah, so lay it on us. How are the groups going to shake out this time? Fi nodded and began to explain. Option A. Timioji yellow and me blue would form one group. Fi magenta and Dio green would form another group. And Clover, cyan, and K red would form the third.
Wait, you mean there's only one option?
There's only one option, so I'm with Timioji and whoever else.
There's no other way we can group up to make white. Alice, Luna, and Quark aren't here to show us their bracelets, so we don't know for sure what their colors are.
True.
But it's pretty clear they'll all be pairs, since none of the pairs here have a partner.
A partner, yeah. So there'll be yellow, magenta, and cyan, right? Okay.
Alright, what
Thank
now?
God we have Fi, the ultimate artist who knows every color pairing there is
Got
available.
plenty of time until those
So I
white
couldn't
doors
do
open.
that. Yeah, about an hour it looks like. Well, I want to hear,
find Alice.
and I want to hear more
course.
about
I'll come
Timioji's
with you then.
story. Sounds good. Clover gave her a shrug, and the two of them headed out through the cyan door. So what happened to Alice? I think she's been
Do
infected.
I really need to say it?
The infirmary, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna go check on Quark. Sounds good. He gave me a nod and trotted out through the yellow door. Am I gonna get options, or what's gonna happen? That only left 3 of us. DOK and myself. What are you guys gonna do?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna head over to the lounge and have a drink.
Interesting.
You want to tag along, Kay?
Are you making fun of me? I find it rather hard to drink with this mask on.
Oh, right.
That's true.
Of course. My bad. Well, I'm out.
Have fun, Dio. I guess with a lazy wave of his hand, Dio slouched off towards the magenta door. Took me a moment to realize Kay was following
Hey,
him.
what is this? You following me?
No, you must be mistaken. I
What?
hope to investigate floor B further. There are still
Okay.
several rooms I haven't visited.
Okay. You don't have to tell me your life story. See ya.
He's going to plant more bombs. Kay is planting bombs, I think. The conversation ended as they reached the door and stepped through it. So now, what am I gonna do? Do I get options? Alright, what should I do?
Tonight's that eclipse, remember?
Yeah, I want to learn about... Of course, I need to get the rest of the story out of Timioji, of course. Obviously. The words were scarcely out of my mouth before I set off at a dead run down the hallway and towards the infirmary. But is it good news or bad news? Huh? There's nobody here. No, the room was completely empty. I edged forward and peeked around the partition. Oh, there he is. There he was. Timioji. He was standing next to Quark, apparently oblivious to my presence, looking down at something in his hand. A picture? I must have made a small noise because he suddenly looked up, saw me, and hastily shoved the photo back in his pocket. What was that? It was a photo of something, right? Was it
Forget
yours?
it. It's got nothing to do with you.
But all of the stuff we had with us when we got grabbed was taken away. Why were
Why
you
should I
hiding
tell
it?
all of you about one measly photo?
Anyway, where's Luna?
I asked her to leave. I wanted to be alone with Quark for a bit. So, why are you here?
I want to know more about... I wanted to hear the rest.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
I'm talking about the simulated mission to Mars. We heard that recording
I don't
about
have
it.
any idea what you're talking about.
Wait, what?
I'm getting old. Memory's not what it used to be. Seem
Wait.
to be forgetting a lot of stuff lately.
What? Hey, nice try, pal, but you're not getting away with it this time. You remember something, alright? You remember so much you told me it would take way more than 10 minutes to tell it all.
You really sure you want to know?
Yes!
Maybe I'll tell you, and then you'll regret it. Maybe you'll wish you'd kept your fool mouth shut. Just think about all the hopes you've got for the future, and all the happy memories of your past. What if what I have to tell you makes everything you've ever believed ring hollow, and the whole world just crumbles around you?
I
Sure you
want
that?
to know, yes. Hey, come on, you don't need to threaten me.
Just being honest here, are you really, truly prepared?
Absolutely. Well, of course. I never got the chance to say I am. What? Before I could, fire exploded into the room, her face a mixture of anxiety and fear.
Good. There you are.
Did something
Alice,
happen?
Alice is...
Infected?
Look, just come with me, alright? She's
Is
in the
Alice
number 2
dead?
cabin.
Is Alice dead? Is she infected? Without waiting for a response, Fi spun around and ran back out of the room. Timioji and I exchanged a quick, confused look, then leapt up and took off after her. No, she's not infected. No, she's not dead. There's no way. She's dead. Damn it! Alice! The first thing I saw when I stepped through the door was the blossom of red on her chest. It felt as if I had walked straight into a brick wall. I stopped short, my body refusing to move. No, why did this happen? I forced one shaking foot forward, then the next. My legs began to buckle and I put a hand against the wall to steady myself as my heart thundered in my chest. Calm down, calm down. This looks pretty bad, but you don't actually know anything yet. Yeah, that's right. Maybe it's not too late. Maybe we can still save her. Then, at last, I pressed my fingers to her neck, and those hopes were dashed. No pulse. Clearly, she wasn't breathing either. Her pupils had dilated hideously, making her face seem somehow inhuman. No. No, it's not true. Why? Then I noticed it. All the blood must have distracted me. But now I saw that there was a scalpel buried in her chest. Judging by the position of its handle, she had been stabbed through the heart. I felt a sympathetic twinge of pain in my own chest and my stomach lurched. Bile and hopelessness rose in my throat. I stood, hands balled tightly into white-knuckled fists, and took a deep breath. All around the room were the rest of the non-re games participants, except, of course, for Quark. I wanted to ask which one of them had killed her. Even if it had been one of them, though, there was no way they'd answer. All I could do was stare at one of them in turn, asking myself, is this person a murderer? The look they traded with one another suggested that I wasn't the only person wondering if they were standing next to a killer. An unsettling silence filled the room. Clover was the first to speak.
Who did this? Say something. Answer me.
I don't think any of them did it. I think Alice did.
Please, Clover, calm down.
I think she was infected with the Radical
We don't even
6.
know if she was killed.
Then what happened? An accident? You think a scalpel just dropped from the ceiling and stabbed her?
I think she was infected
Cool
with
it,
Radical Kid and
You
6
did it,
and
didn't you?
Are you nuts?
Then who did it? Who killed her?
Clover, even if we assume that she was murdered, that doesn't necessarily mean the killer was one of us, does it?
Wait a minute. You went into the AB room with Alice during the last round, didn't you? Something happened in there, didn't it?
Clover is accusing
No,
everyone.
nothing happened.
Don't lie to me! There's no way Alice would just run off like that! She wouldn't leave me! Something happened!
But I know she's been infected with Radical
If she was
6.
going
I can
to leave,
save
she'd
this.
tell me! She...
I think I can continue the story
Hey,
path,
Clover,
right?
don't you think just assuming Alice was murdered is jumping the gun a little bit?
I think we'll be okay.
How can you look at her and say that? Scalpels don't just stab people all by themselves!
She stabbed herself.
I see. I get
What?
it now. You're all in on it, aren't you? It wasn't just one killer. It was 6!
It wasn't,
No wonder
Clover.
you're so anxious to say this wasn't a murder.
Clover, please, just settle down.
Fine. Show me some proof then. Prove to me in 10 seconds that you didn't murder my friend. Or
Can
I'm
I
going
do
to
it?
kill every last one
Can
of
I
you
do it?
bastards.
Can I prove it?
You're all going to die just like she did.
Hey, hold on a minute. Jesus, she is.
7.
Oh my god. What's gonna happen?
Clover.
She's counting down. I need to know. 2, 1. Do I have the evidence? I don't have the evidence. I don't have enough. Wait, I do have enough? I don't have enough. Wait, I do. I've got a book. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. I've got enough. I can continue this path. Suddenly Clover moved. I leapt forward and clamped my hand around her wrist.
What are you doing?
Clover, listen to me. Alice wasn't killed. Nobody murdered her. She took her own life.
What? No. There's no way she'd do that.
It's true. She stabbed herself in the heart with
Alright.
the scalpel.
Where'd she get the scalpel then?
Well,
I did hear someone come into the infirmary right after the AB game ended.
Was that before I showed up?
Yes, I got up to see who it was, but they were already gone. It could have been Alice.
it could have been. So she could have taken the
Yes, I
scalpel
think
then.
so.
You're lying. This is all a lie. It has to be.
I'm sorry, Clover. It's not.
Then
It's
why
the truth.
did she do it? Why would Alice kill herself?
Because she's infected with She probably didn't have a reason.
What?
She's been infected with Radical 6. That's what killed her.
You just said she killed herself. Just tell me the truth.
Radical 6. I am.
Prove it. Your 10 seconds ran out a long time ago. So if you don't have any proof...
Shut up, Clover. I do. I have proof. There was a journal in the lab, wasn't there, Kay? Show it to me.
Journal?
It would have been in the safe.
Well, Alice would have it then.
Vi, can you? I don't feel right touching a dead woman's body. Could you take a look? Her hands barely shook as she quickly searched through Alice's clothing. It was only seconds before she stopped. Slowly and carefully she drew something out. There it was, the journal. Vi turned to hand it to me, but I shook my head. You read it. It's in Latin. I can't make heads or tails of it. She cocked an eyebrow at me and flipped the small book open. When she looked back up at me, it was both with suspicion and surprise.
Yeah, it is Latin. But translating this is impossible. It's full of words I've never heard before. I can barely understand any of this.
But, page 216. Turn to page 216. Should be able to read that one. Fi's frown deepened, but she did as I suggested. I watched her eyes quickly scan the page before looking up at me with renewed suspicion.
Yeah, I can read this page. How did you know? No, wait. How did you even know there was a journal in the lab?
I can't explain it. Oh. I just knew.
You just knew. Come on.
Look, just read it, okay? Clover wants to hear what it has to say, right?
Yeah.
Right. Give me a moment to look it over.
After a few moments of whispering to herself in Latin, Fi began to translate, paraphrasing the contents of the journal. Radical 6 reduces the processing speed of the brain by a factor to the root of 1/6. One of the symptoms of Radical 6 infection is an overwhelming urge to commit suicide. Research has shown that it would probably respond to the right sort of an antiviral medication, but no one has been able to develop one yet. Nearby towns are filled with corpses of people who took their own lives. The uninfected have only barely managed to survive and have been sent into underground shelters supervised by the government.
Oh Lord, please, let their future be a bright one.
Fi shut the journal with a soft slap. So if we hadn't found that journal, we wouldn't have been able to do this. A sickly silence drifted through the room. The newspaper article, the recording, the conversation with Timioji, and now this journal entry. There was no more hiding from the truth. The pandemic had already happened. I'm sorry, Clover. All of Clover's rage suddenly dissipated and she collapsed to the floor, tears pouring down her face. None of us had the heart to say anything, and for several long moments, the only sound in the room was Clover's sobs. But what is the point of that? Is that an ending? Is that...
We've got a problem.
Yeah, we can't play...
It's almost time for the primary doors to open.
And we can't play it anymore. Yeah, only 10 minutes left.
Sorry, but I'll be taking Alice's bracelet.
She's a 3
Vi and I won't be able to open the secondary door without it.
True.
So she was a magenta pair, just like me.
Just now noticed that, did ya?
As he spoke, Dio grabbed the bracelet off the floor and dropped it into his pocket.
What color is your bracelet, Luna?
I'm a cyan pair.
You are part of
Am I
Clover's
actually...
pair, then.
Wait, am I actually gonna continue playing now? No, because the story's nearly over, right? Wait, what?
That means the two of you will need to come with me.
I guess so. Come on now, Clover. We need to go.
Which means it's me, Timioji, and Quark.
Alice would want you to survive, wouldn't she? You'll never be able
Absolutely.
to figure out why all this happened if you stay here. Please.
You're right. Alice, I promise I'll find out what happened to you. I'll figure out who Zero really is. I mean, if you'd never been locked up in here, you never would have... This never would have happened.
Yeah.
So it's like Zero killed you.
Exactly.
I promise. I'll avenge you.
Good on you, Clover. Clover stood up and rubbed her hands roughly over her eyes, smearing tears across her cheeks. Then with a determined frown, she strode out of the room. Is this going to continue on? I don't understand.
Alright, we're out of time. Move, people.
You guys head on down to the Floor B warehouse. We'll catch up with you later.
Okay. Oh, right. Quark's got the yellow bracelet, which makes him your partner,
Yeah,
right?
can't exactly leave him behind.
Without him, we'd end up stuck in the AB room. Okay, let's go. We'll see the rest of you once we picked up Quark.
Very well. Until we meet again.
But what's gonna happen? We're gonna find Quark and... No, there's gonna be something wrong. Something's gonna go wrong. If we get to the warehouse and everything's fine and we are continuing on, I'll be so confused. I'll be lost. But no, something's gonna go wrong at this point. Is Quark awake? What's gonna go wrong? Something's going wrong. Quark's awake!
You're awake!
Yeah, I just woke up.
Good morning, bud.
Hey,
what?
Where is everybody else?
Oh, God. Quark.
Yay, Quark's alive! Timioji's entire body shook with emotion as he drew closer to him. He cautiously laid a trembling hand on the boy's shoulder, almost as if he were afraid Quark would disappear in a puff of smoke the moment he was touched. When Quark proved to indeed be Corporal, Timioji let out a cry and threw his arms around him.
What's wrong? Are you okay, Grandpa?
It's nothing. Nothing's wrong. I'm fine.
But...
Quark gave him a puzzled look. Timioji didn't even notice. His face was a mixture of happiness and relief, and I could see tears twinkling from the wrinkled corners of his eyes. All traces of his usual gruff stoicism had vanished. I didn't want to interrupt such a happy reunion, but we were running out of time. Still, Timioji deserved a few minutes. I left him alone. His grandson. At last, Timioji seemed to recover and shifted from an embrace to a protective arm around the shoulder.
So, how are you feeling?
Feeling? Well, okay, I guess. Was I sick or something?
Yeah.
No, you're not sick.
Oh.
If you feel fine, then you're fine.
Huh?
I'm sorry. I should never have gotten you involved in all this.
What are you apologizing for?
Sorry.
What's
You're
going
doing
on?
it again.
Are you sure you're okay?
Are we gonna learn more about
So-
Timioji, or?
Where's everybody else? Mr. Sigma's here, but he's just been standing there looking kind of silly.
Oh, Quark, he's so adorable. Quark's so adorable. I gave him a nervous smile and explained about the white doors. I got the feeling Timioji didn't want Quark to know about Radical 6, so I avoided any mention of it. Alice's death was something I also left for later.
Okay, that makes sense. That means I'm on a team with you guys, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So, these white doors, when are they gonna open?
4 minutes. Well, we got about 4 minutes until the primary doors open.
That's not good.
We gotta go.
We need to hurry. Come on. How do we
Oh,
get to the
Quark's
4B
onto it.
warehouse?
Okay, we're going.
Quark's so adorable. Follow me. Let's go. But what's gonna happen when we get there? Do we have a new flow unlocked? I'm so confused. How are we still going? Oh, I thought it was an opening. I thought we weren't able to use the elevator. I'm so confused. Okay, so we're off to the warehouse. But what's gonna happen? Something's gonna be wrong here. Right? Something's not gonna be right. Yep, we got sus music. Wait, what? Wait, what?
Chromatic doors have opened.
Wait, what?
5 minutes remain.
You're
Okay.
late. Where the hell have you been? Quark?
We're getting Quark.
You're awake.
Yep,
I'm fully recovered, apparently.
yep.
I am also relieved to see you well again.
Yay, everyone's happy.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about?
Poor Quark. My boy Quark, he doesn't know. I looked out at the others from behind Quark and held a warning finger up to my lips. There were a few momentarily raised eyebrows and some nervous coughing, and everyone fell suddenly silent.
Huh?
From Quark's perspective, it must have seemed especially odd.
Anyway, there isn't any time
Yeah, we
left.
gotta go.
We need to hurry.
But there are 3 doors.
What team goes in which
All
door?
the doors are identical for this round. I believe it doesn't matter which team uses which door.
Okay.
And we're taking the one in the middle.
Why that one?
You want a kill shot, you aim for the center. You're more likely to just miss the extremities.
That logic is flawed and more than slightly disturbing.
Yeah, Dio. I need to know more about
Dio.
Dio.
Argument, so center door it is.
Okay,
I suppose we could go with the one on the left. Is that okay?
sure. I'm fine. Can Clover nodded, and we're gonna go to the. Well, there's only one left.
There's only one left.
Yep, let's take
The
it.
door on the right.
Let's go.
Any objections?
Nope, I'm happy.
All right, let's move.
30 seconds.
I want to know what's
Hurry it
gonna
up,
happen.
Vi. This thing's gonna close.
I know.
Everyone's gonna get through.
It's time we were going as well.
Yep, you guys go.
Sure.
Come on, guys. There's no time to waste.
Behind you.
Let's go.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
We're still on the same flow. So what's gonna happen? I need to know. I'm so confused. Okay, we got through the white chromatic door. And now the other door is opening. And what do we see on the other side? Director's office. What? I've got a room to escape. What? What's this place?
Probably the office of whoever it is that's running this place.
Well, that's good to know.
It said director's office on the door.
I'm so confused. So this might be Zero Senior's office.
Or maybe not.
Oh, which is it?
Why the hell would I know?
We should look around. If this really is Zero Senior's room, there might be some
Yeah,
clues.
well, I mean, we've got to play the game. Yeah, you got a point. Let's get started then. What? We've unlocked like a whole new story. Oh my god! We've unlocked a whole new path that wasn't there before. Well, guys, that's what we're going to get into next episode of Virtue's Last Reward, Zero Escape. My mind is blown. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of What If Right Back. Stay safe, Bully Squad. See ya!